Welcome again to Life in the God Lane. I'm Tom West, and these are two power verses for the day for Sunday, May the 1st, 2022. And I call this message, Born of God, from John 1:12 and 13. Hope you'll subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell so you get notified every time I put something out. That's at least every day. And give me thumbs up, make comments. Text this video to someone. Could bless their socks off, Try that. Let's help me get it out to as many people as I possibly can, because we're just teaching the Bible here. Being born is important. I was in the room just short of 45 years ago when our son was born. What a momentous occasion. It was in a different room 41 years ago when our daughter was born. When the doctor said, it's a girl, and by the way, when our children were born, you didn't know what it was until it was born, But when the doctor said, it's a girl, I said to myself, that ought to do it, one of each. And that did do it. Look at John 1, verses 12 and 13. Gospel of John, chapter 1, verses 12 and 13. Yet to all who received him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God. Children born not of natural descent, nor of a human decision or a husband's will, but born of God. My kids were born of natural descent, just like all of us were, like all of you, like you were, and I was. They were born by human decision. It involves the will of a man and his wife, and they have a child. They get pregnant and have a child by way of relations. And again, that's important. That's the first birth. That's the first birth. There's another birth that's more important. This birth is being born of God, and it's desperately important. We call it the new birth. The first birth is less than what is needed without the second birth. Verse 12 makes 3 points about the new birth. They're important. One little verse can just be life transformational. And if people come to understand this, it will do that for them. First, you receive Christ. You literally take him. Think of it like bringing Christ on board in your life. And that involves surrendering to him as your Lord, your ruler. And when you volunteer for that, you come under his rule and you take him as your Lord. You bring him into your life. Second, New International Version says, who believed in his name. It probably could be better translated, who trusted in his name. You trust you to his name. You trust yourself to his person, his character, and his authority. The person, the character, and the authority of Christ, to his name. And thirdly, then he gave the right to become children of God. The right in the Greek is literally the Greek word for authority. Authority. When you take Christ by trusting him, he gives you the authority to be his child through a new birth. New Testament faith, New Testament trust says, Jesus, I trust what you paid for me at the cross. I trust your burial because you were dead, and I trust your resurrection, whooping death once and for all. So I express my faith in you, which brings me into a saving relationship with you, and what you paid at the cross and what you experienced when you defeated death comes into play in my life, and I receive forgiveness of all my sins and a brand new life. I'm born again. Then I'm buried with Christ and raised to walk in a new birth, born of God. Born of God. Praise God. Both my kids, both my grandkids are born of God, which is more important than the first birth. We need to get more and more people to that. I hope you'll pray that happens. Hope you'll try to make yourself available to let other people know about that so they can know God, so they can experience that new birth. Bless your heart, and I will talk to you tomorrow.